Dear students, welcome back. Jai Hind, very good morning. I think today, dear student, may be the last lecture for the chapter 15, probability. Maybe the last lecture because we have already allocated 6 lectures for discussing various types of examples. Now, today, dear student, I am giving complete lecture for just discussion of one line MCQs, true false, and fill in the blanks. And whatever true false fill in the blanks are given in your material in your objective section, where you are given in objective session self-learning practice 2.1, they were MCQ, then self-learning practice 2.2, they were fill in the blanks, they are then self-learning practice 2.3 true false, and self-learning practice 2.4 answer in short, and at the end answers are given to all subjective questions, means self-learning practice 1 and self-learning practice 2. Okay, so if you solve any example, any objective at home, you can easily verify your answers at the back. Answer sheet is already given. Okay, so dear student, today lecture number 7, for the chapter probability. Okay, and in this particular chapter today, our target is to discuss objective section. That is what we are discussing in today's last lecture. Okay, almost all MCQ FB we will not discuss, but I will take some random selection of MCQ and all, and that we will solve it here so that you can understand. Okay, suppose, dear student, one short answer I want to take first. Understand? Actually, it has been given in your self-learning practice 2.1. In self-learning practice 1, example 31, but I want to discuss it in objective section. Okay, example 31. That is from SLP 1, but can be asked as a short question or one line question. Okay, what is given? First read that. Find the probability that a non-leap year chosen at random has 52 Sunday, 53 Sunday. As you can see in this particular question, the reference not by me, it was asked in March 2018. What is the question, dear student? You have to understand. Every time when you solve any example concerning to year, please note down always this very important word. Either leap year is given or non-leap year is given. That is, extremely important for you to understand and remember, because your example is based on that particular word. What is given here? Find the probability that any non-leap year has 52 Sunday or 53 Sunday. See, dear student, try to understand this particular example. Okay? See, what you are given, a non-leap year that is given. Try to understand. Non-leap year is given. So obviously, dear student, number of days you know very well, because it is a non-leap year, so 365 days. Is it clear in your mind? Now, dear student, you are looking for first probability that this non-leap year has 52 Sunday. How we can justify and understand this? Okay? Now one basic thing, before we do this, dear student, you know very well that 1 week has 7 days. Okay, 7 days a week. Right, dear student? Now what you do? First, you all know that every week has one particular day. Here they can twist a question by saying Monday, Tuesday, whatever. 1 week has one particular day that you know. Understand? So, how many weeks are there in a year? If you just divide it by 7, 7 5 ja 35, 1 left. 7 2 ja 14, 1 left. That means one thing is clear in your mind, dear student, that there are 52 weeks in a year. Understood? Now try to understand this particular example. Here I would like to write 1 year. Non-leap that we know has 52 weeks. That means, dear student, in one non-leap year, there are always 52 Sunday, because 52 weeks, every week has one Sunday, so 52 Sunday are there in every non-leap year. Then what about the remaining one day? When you say that 52 weeks, 52 into 7, that is 364. So what about the one day left? 52 Sunday, that is fixed and it is in every leap year. Then what about that next one day which is left? So try to understand, dear student. 1 year has 52 weeks, means 52 Sunday, that is fixed. There is nothing to think. Every year has 52 Sunday. Then what about that one particular day? That one particular day, 52 Sunday, 52 week means 364 day. Still one day is left. So that one day, dear student, can be any 6th day of the week. It can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or Saturday. Okay? So answer can be written as this way: the probability of having 52 Sundays if I say P of A, we have to think of that remaining day, one day, dear student. It can have 6 favorable outcome that one day. Why? Because that one day is not Sunday, that is for fix. Because 52 Sunday are already there. So that one day can be any day of the week. Okay. So 6 upon how many days a week? 7. This is your answer. Every year, dear student, if it is a non-leap year, this is going to happen that it has 52 Sunday, so 52 into 7, 364 day. That one day remaining can be any 6 days of the week. It is never Sunday. So probability of having non-leap year 52 Sunday is 6 upon 7. Now let us look for the next probability. This is first one, dear student. Now if we discuss the next one, what they have said, the probability of having, I am writing the statement here, the probability of having 53 Sundays. Non-leap year, obviously it is mentioned in data. So now dear student, try to understand. Here 52 Sunday, that is the going to happen. But 53 Sunday means 52 Sundays are already there in 364 day. If you want 53 Sunday in non-leap year, then that last day left, that is 365th day, must be Sunday. It should not be any other days of the week, otherwise there will be no 53 Sunday. So you can write this way, that one day is definitely not 6 days of the week, it is going to be Sunday, only one day upon 7, okay. So just verify this, very important. You need to get this very clear in your mind. Having 52 Sundays and having 53 Sunday. Dear student, in exam, to confuse you, they can instead of Sunday mention any days of the week, no problem at all. Suppose I just twist this question, dear student. Can you guess? Just if I twist and write this, suppose I mention, dear student, આટલું હું કરું તો instead of non-leap year, if I mention leap year, can you guess what can be the change in your answer? Can you guess, dear student? What can be the change in your answer? Leap year means how many days? 366 days. Understand? 52 Sunday are going to be there. Understand? Rest of the 2 days, dear student, can be any day of the week. So here 2 upon 7 and here already also 2 upon 7. Okay? That minor change is going to happen. Okay? So this is over. Let us take the next one. Let us take another. This can be asked, dear student, even in 2 marks example also, because 2 probability, each one for 1 mark, they can ask. Okay? Now let us take some example from self-learning practice 2.1. Now our target is SLP 2.1. Okay, dear student. Self-learning practice 2.1 only MCQs. That is what we are targeting to discuss, and because I have taken one example of leap year, let us first target MCQ number 4. Sorry, MCQ number 5. Read it first. MCQ number 5 that we are targeting first. Okay? First you read that MCQ. MCQ number 5, and then we will discuss it here. What is said? The probability of a leap year having 53 Friday. Try to understand, dear student, what is the word mentioned here? Leap year. Leap year means how many days? Can you guess? 366 days. Just try to understand. Leap year, I am not writing the statement and no need to write even understand 366 days, dear student. Now 52 weeks, that is 364. So 2 days are remaining. So 52, what is written there? Day? Friday. So 52 Friday are already there. Even in leap year or non-leap year, 52 Friday are going to be there. Understand? Now for 53rd Friday, it can be the rest of the remaining 2 days. Out of the 2 days, any one day can be Friday, dear student. It can be 365th day, can be Friday. 366th day can be Friday. Out of the 2 days, any one day can be Friday. So probability will be, if you just answer that, what is your answer? 2 upon 7. Why 2 upon 7? Total to dear students 7 days a week, but those 2 days, out of those 2 days, that is day number 365 and day number 366, any one can be Friday. So 2 upon 7. Okay. Let us discuss example means MCQ number 9. Please see that. What is given in MCQ number 9? It is written, the probability, try to understand, probability of the month of December in any year having 5 Saturday. First, dear student, it asked in March 18. Now you forget about the year. Now you target month. They have just tried to confuse you. Like, dear student, now your concentration has to be on month rather than year. Now you forget it. Can you say me? Every month has how many particular specific weekdays? May the month has 28 days, 29 days, 30 or 31 days. Every month has 4 weeks, that you know. Understand? So 4 particular day is there in every month. Every month has 4 Sunday, 4 Monday, 4 Tuesday, 4 Wednesday, 4 Thursday, 4 Friday, 4 Saturday, every month. Here what they have tried to confuse you, the probability in the month of December. Dear student, when you solve any example regarding month, 28 days has to remain in your mind first. Why I am saying 28 days? Because 28 days means 4 week, that you can understand, 4 week. So every month has 4 days, particular days. એ હોય જ. For Monday, for Sunday. So when you think of any month, 28 has to be subtracted from that. So the rest of the day can be for particular days. So in a month of December, there are 4 Saturday, that we all know. December has how many days? 31. 31 minus 28. How many left? 3. So those 3 days which are left can be Saturday. So what is your answer? Can you say me? The answer will be 3 upon 7, because out of 31 every time means from the total days of the month you have to subtract 28 every time, and the rest of the day upon 7 will be your probability. Okay, see the next one, that is number 10. What is given there? This is the answer of this. This is answer of this. And now let us discuss 10. See dear student, now you can develop master in this. Any example regarding month, you have to subtract 28 simply. See what is it? The probability of the month of February of a leap year having 5 Tuesday. Month example, whenever you come across example involving month, 28 has to be subtracted. And here they have particularly mentioned leap year. Otherwise though it will be a certain event. 4 days are everywhere. Understand? And suppose in this particular example, can you guess dear student, if in exam I just twist the word, if I say the probability of the month of February of a non-leap year having 5 Tuesday, can you guess? What I have made the change, you understand? The probability of the month of February of a non-leap year having 5 Tuesday possible? No. When you are saying non-leap year means February has only 28 days. 28 days means 4 week, means 4 particular day of each type. So if I just twist the word here, non-leap year, then answer will be A, 0, impossible event. But it is mentioned here leap year. Leap year has how many days in February? 29. Subtract 28, 1 is left. So that one day can be the 5th Tuesday. So probability will be 1 upon 7. You understood dear student? That way you have to think about this. Understand? Right? Suppose we take the number 12. These are all MCQs based just on that year, leap year, month, etc. What is said? Just read it. The probability of the month of April of a non-leap year. Does leap year or non-leap year make any difference to any month of the year? No, only February it makes a difference. So in exam they give such twister just to confuse you. Okay, whether the student are getting confused by this particular word, because leap or non-leap year make difference in counting the days of February only. Rest of the day month remains the same. So here April month, how many days, dear student? 30. 30, 20, 30 minus 20, 2 days left. So 2 days can be 5th Saturday. Okay, so what is the probability? 2 upon 7. You understood this? This way, example can be solved. Every MCQ, dear student, I will never target. Okay, some of the MCQ I can target for you. Okay, let us move. These are examples, means MCQs involving leap year and non-leap year that we have solved. Okay. Now suppose, dear student, if we go to MCQ number, suppose 16, which was asked in March 20, what is said if PC, which is the MCQ number, that is 16. Okay, what is said if PC equal to 2 upon 5? That means P of C equals to 2 upon 5, then P of C bar equal to dash. Whenever you want to solve, dear student, such example of complementary probability, one is for positive, one is for negative. PC suppose for positive, PC bar for negative. So whenever you come across such example, you should keep one thing in mind, that total of both probability is always 1. Complementary, this is positive, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative. Okay. Now let us just put the value 2 upon 5 plus P of C bar 1. Now just subtract, dear student, 1 minus 2 upon 5. You take LCM, answer is 3 upon 5. MCQ is solved. Okay. Suppose if we try out this way, example number, suppose 19, dear students, see 19 MCQ. What is given in that MCQ? P of A is to P of A bar equal to 4 is to 1. This is given, dear student. P of A is to P of A bar equals to 4 is to 1. This is given. So I told you that you will utilize this formula, but before that you will suppose P of A. I take 4x, x we can take. P of A bar 1 into x, that is x. Now the total of all probable event is always 1, that you know. Put the value, this is 4x, this is x equal to 1, 5x equal to 1, x equal to 1 upon 5. Put the value here, so you just have to find P of A bar, but P of A suppose, so 4 into 1 upon 5, that is 4 upon 5. Suppose P of A bar equal to x, that is equal to 1 upon 5. So this is your answer. Okay. Here you do not have to find P of A, but I just found out for you. Actually, this is your answer. You understood this? Okay. Suppose you want to solve number 20, dear student. Here also you have already been explained, I think, linear equation. So you must be knowing what is given there. I am writing P of A minus P of A bar equal to 0.2, that is given, and you have to find P of A. So dear student, we will treat this as equation number 1. I said equation number 1. Second, I will write myself P of A plus P of A bar equal to 1 equation 2. You know linear equation, cancel this. P of A plus P of A, twice P of A, this is 1.1 addition. So P of A equal to 1.1 upon 2, that's 0.5. You got P of A this way. No, sorry, 0.2 is there. Okay. 0.2, okay, this is 1.2 and this is 0.6 is the answer, dear student. Okay, so these are some discussion about MCQs. Okay. Then true, false. That, dear student, you can understand and try it by yourself. Okay, true, false, that I want to give in self learning. Okay. Some of the MCQs, true, false, one line. Okay. Back, dear students, some of the thing you know that event that occurs surely is called certain event and probability of certain event is 1. Event which is never going to happen can be called impossible event and its probability is always 1, that you all know. Understand? Now see, dear student, after practicing SLP 1, let us take few examples from SLP 2 also. SLP 1, that is MCQ we discussed. Now let us take SLP 2, at least one or two example from SLP 2 I should take. Okay. SLP 2 we are targeting now. Okay. From SLP 2. Understand, SLP 2, dear student, are involving, understand, some fill in the blanks. Okay. SLP 2, that is actually fill in the blanks. Some we can already discuss also. Now suppose there is one example given, 7. 7 if we try out, okay. What is said there? 7 we are trying to solve. Okay. 2P of A plus 2P of A bar equal to dash, that is the MCQ, fill in the blanks they have given. 2P of A plus 2P of A bar equal to dash. Okay. Now, dear student, you all know very well one thing, that again the same relation you can take. P of A plus P of A bar equal to 1, that you all know. To get the answer of this, multiply 2 everywhere. So 2P of A plus 2P of A bar equal to 2. You got the answer. So simple. Understand, you can solve examples very easily. They are not difficult at all. And remember, dear student, one thing. Sometime if they ask what is the range of probability, you all know the range of the probability is between 0 to 1. Probability can never be negative. It can never be less than 0, never be more than 1. For certain event, probability is always 1. Understand? For uncertain, sorry, not to be precise, uncertain, but for impossible event, probability is always 0. Okay? So dear student, this way I have solved self-learning practice 2.3. They are just MCQs. Fill in the blanks, true, false, that you can try by yourself. See, otherwise all MCQs you can try. Okay. Now dear student, let us, I think I do not need to help you now in solving SLP 3 and SLP 4 because you can solve them in self-study, okay? Because they are simply true false, one line short answers. You can try it by yourself and you can discuss doubt with me. Understood? See, you say self-learning practice 2.4. Please take out. See question 1. Find the probability of getting 35 marks in a test of 50 marks. So that's certain even. Probability, understand, of getting 35 marks in a test of 50 marks. It is certain event and probability is 1. That way you can justify. Understand? See the third one. What is the probability of selecting at random a prime number from 1 to 100? Certain event. Understood? So this way, dear student, 4 and 5, it is possible that we can solve it for you, but then you will lose that creative extra skills to think about any MCQ which may come in front of you. Any one word or any one line difficult may come in front of you. That's why only I am not discussing these two. 6.1, dear student, P of E equal to 0.05. Then what is the probability of not E? Not E means you understood, no, dear student? When you say P of E, 0.05, not E, they have asked what is the probability of not E. Not E means, dear student, P of E bar. So here again the same relation, P of E plus P of E bar equal to 1. You put the value of P of E, then what is P of E bar? 1 minus 0.05, you just subtract it and you will get 0.95. This way you can solve. Understood? Right? Any example, dear student, you can solve it quite easily this way. Right? 4, 5 and 8. 8.1 it was asked in July 18. See, probability of Mukesh winning the lottery ticket is 0.07. If there are 600 lottery tickets, then how many tickets are purchased by Mukesh? Understand? You have to guess this way. You suppose, dear student, if you just want to solve 4, 5, 8, you should remember one thing. That is the basic definition of probability. What is that? Probability of any event equal to total number of favorable outcome upon total outcome. So when you are given total outcome and probability, you are able to find favorable outcome because the formula is this only. Understand? So I think 4, 5 and 8 you can try it by yourself. Okay, dear students. So remember one thing. Homework for today's lecture number 7 is you have to solve, dear student, understood, complete self-learning practice 2. Now that self-learning practice 2 involves MCQs, fill in the blanks, true, false and one line. So your homework will be self-learning practice, which in short we say SLP. So that SLP2 you have to complete in homework in today's lecture. And with this lecture number 7, dear student, we are completing your chapter of probability. Is it clear in your mind? 7 lectures we have allocated for explanation of chapter probability. Concentrate on that. As you know, and we have discussed here in our first lecture, that probability carries 6 marks. Once the chapter is understood properly, method is understood properly, analytical skill and logical skill is developed properly, you can grab 6 marks easily in this particular chapter. Okay, dear student. So for today's lecture, today lecture number 7, we have completed probability. Next chapter, statistic, we will start in our next lecture. Okay, dear student. So just verify, as in my first lecture I told you, sit with book always. Book has to be with you. Note down important fact. Note down at the time when explanation is given your doubts, and you can ask them. Okay, dear student. Thank you very much.